Hello, my black femme, my fellow black femme, complaining time, ranting time. There is like definitely a big discussion going on like on social media, especially TikTok if you're up in that world, but and that might be a whole nother video, but just in general, it is so hard and it is so terrifying. I hate that it's so hard and it's so terrifying as a black woman to ask for better treatment when the objective fucking facts are that you're being treated like shit. The numbers are there, the stats are there, like all of the objective facts over and over again say that we are the least paid, we are the most violated and brutalized, and you know, like fucking we're the most likely to like develop health problems and clinical depression like just from going through what we have to go through, just like walking through this life, and on top of all of that, I think it's the fact that when we express any sort of sadness or hurt or anything, for some reason, any extreme, any like negative emotion to other people is automatically framed as aggression and violence, even when we're just like, especially when we're just pushed to the point of justified anger, and we're just like, enough is enough, please hear us. And it feels like all all people are hearing for some reason is like a wild animal. And then like within our own community, it's like sometimes when we cry and we show emotion, like it's something to be made fun of and not taken seriously. And then on top of the fact that, like, it's just like, when you're like, hey, like, we're not getting treated the same as our fucking peers. The numbers are there, the evidence is there. Please, we're not asking for the world. We're just asking for the fucking baseline treatment, okay? And sometimes it's met with like, stop complaining, you're jealous, you're entitled, do better. Listen, just the baseline for us to be acceptable to walk out into the world is 10 times what a white woman has to do, or even like other POCs sometimes have to do. Like, we can't just roll out of bed in our natural hair and be acceptable to society. We can't roll out of bed with no makeup. We have to be perfect in everything for us to even be listened to. We have to be so much more put together than everybody else just to be viewed as a person worth listening to. And it is just so, it's just so funny how it's not funny, haha, funny, weird. It's just funny how many things that we have to like suffer through in silence, things that we go months and years without bringing up because you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to go through the hurt of being labeled as aggressive and all this just because you're asking for better treatment. And so instead you cry in secret. Instead, like, you keep it bottled up because you know that if the world sees you cry, there's a good chance that they're going to laugh at you or call you spoiled, which is funny because we are probably the group that has to work the absolute hardest for anything. If anyone is spoiled as a group, and I'm not talking individually, as a group, if anyone is spoiled, it's not us. We have to be so much more creative, so much more innovative just to get a shot, just to get in the door. All of these objective facts lie there. People know this. And even still, it's so terrifying to present the facts and be like, please treat us better. Please. I hate that that's a terrifying concept for us. You know? I hate that. I hate seeing, you know, Black female friends of mine settle for less in their relationships, some of them, because they're like, as a Black woman, this is the best I'm gonna get. I can't afford to settle for anything less than okay. I hate that for us. That's so fucking sad. Like, it's literally a right that anybody has to be able to be like, if you're being mistreated, to bring it up, to hold that other person or entity accountable and go seek better. I think the fact that the underlying fear is that nobody wants to do better by us. There's nobody out there that wants to do better by us. Drives that the fact that it's terrifying to ask for better. That's sad. The underlying fear that there's no one actually out there, no significant amount of people out there that actually want to do better by us at all. I think for some reason they've decided that our place is in a place of suffering. Because the thing is, like, if Black women aren't constantly in a place of suffering, how can we be the strong Black women that you guys need to draw energy and strength from? If we're not suffering, if we're enjoying if we're enjoying like equitable treatment and like having a carefree life, you know, in which we're like way more self-sustained, then how are we going to be the resilient, strong Black women that you love to idolize, draw strength and inspiration and ideas from, and then leave us right in the pit where you found us? It's terrifying to ask to step out of that role. It's why people have such a fucking visceral reaction to the idea of us having an easier life. Like, even the luxury girlies, the Black luxury girlies on TikTok or whatever, were bullied by other Black women. What the fuck? A Black woman showcasing a life of quiet luxury, traveling, you know, staying in nice places, having nice clothes, and they're getting bullied by other Black women. Like, what did you do to deserve this? Or like, you know, you're entitled, you're this, you're that. Like, why is it such a fictional concept for us to be able to live a good life, or to be able to have the luxuries and the treatments that our counterparts have? Why is that considered such a fiction for people, including some of us? Including some of us. Why is that such a fiction? Why is it so terrifying to ask for better? Why is it so terrifying to ask to step out of the role of suffering, of of inspirational suffering. Why is it so hard to ask to step out of that role of inspirational suffering? I'm tired. I'm tired of it, and I'm trying to make more of a habit of asking for better and trying not to shrink myself. It's very fucking hard. But like at a certain point something's gonna give. Something's got to give. And like, oh, you're salty. I'm like, damn right I'm fucking salty. Damn right I'm fucking salty. Damn right I know. I'm sick of sitting here knowing what I've earned, looking at my fucking resume, looking at my press kit, looking at, all of this, no, I'm tired of this having to be my place. I hope more of us can bring up the courage to ask for better, and it's not fucking easy. I think that the more of us that do it in public will make it easier, but I acknowledge that if you're not ready to do it, I understand, because it is so much harder than it should be, and it's gross.